man to aba ma ayi said am anya de because ye free be any Kumase ni aba ye se po na ye krom waso ono obe kreti po e wo Kumase mo na mo fa san down wo be dredge no so minim sa ade aye tim ana brofo no yen ko wiem ye I will dredge the sea hey okay innocent emu de na afa so de sase.
Oh, I think the internet issue now
and the present.
Very, very important. The Dika mention na mention what here for. No men ka say o stage we as women there internet abaye indispensable in all aspects of our life, social, economic, politics, religious, every aspect bia no you rely on internet because world no APC at a very fast rate. So one position to be competitive in the world that is emerging. So here out there, even most advanced countries, are looking forward. I am a PP into the future. Sabaya me I remain competitive in the world tomorrow. And see, apart from say I must serve the needs of today, I must take a peep into the future, just trying to pry on future and see the needs and acquire first a bit in a position. But unfortunately, so we are part of the world that the problem I want to say we've always been reactionary. Because there be a meka say asem no asie no, then you see this knee-jerking approach, trying to do something just to create an impression. So at least baby. Because over the years, has it ever occurred to us? Say internet na access to no, and maybe bedru ama some challenges like this. Now, such challenge in this year, what is the other alternative for you as people? So, in terms of digitalization, nobody is blaming Baumia or Akufo-Addo, say on my internet outage. No, but the fact remains is this digitalization mantra, you projected to a certain level. Baumia trying to create an impression that internet on the invented. Did we ever sat down be say some your friend is saying analysis I be saying say a situation like this what is the alternative because and we all know internet is indispensable in every aspect say internet is shut down a day the commercial impact on the businesses and is so huge. Say it unlocking a lot of people out of business, especially Uber for these are young people trying to make a living. But because of this challenge, ask yourself, say, crime bands survival within this particular time. So the impact is huge. So as a I see digitalization, you look at the other alternative because wires and lay cables and anything can happen. And this is not the first time I witness some of these short outage around the world. So when you envisage such a possibility to me see. So what is the alternative? So the digitalization then we look for an alternative, a backbone, just like this satellite way. America and other places, quite recently, Verizon in America, they had the same challenge, like internet connectivity, but challenge. But they had a backbone. The satellite link then as for available when you challenge now it's easy to switch on. The reason why people don't want to rely solely on satellite because volatility near man and shall stable because weather no crash it may affect the internet. So over here DSTV the very moment so satellite link they are not reliable as compared to fiber way but you have it as an alternative. And the digitalization drive then as a for you ask yourself say and she share ben you go akwan say and your money say you got the quad digital alternative problem say by your switch. There was absolutely nothing. And the BIA can catch on say digitalization isn't about say
innocent ube hold on kakra mamena ye try ho abasisia me ba cho say ba ya letter be from the office of the president afa LGBTQ plus one bill no the nkrofo ye dey ahwa bill e be ya asem o ye try ho abasisia this particular document every presidency ho aba
sure so the na me can say so you can't digitalization in as for arrest on the kind of digital infrastructure because it is the infrastructure and I will leverage for whatever services be I will be. So you ask yourself, say, over the years now, you rely on these telecos and so forth. And even telecos, no cables in your media. Your cable, your fancy network operators are also a high to this network. So whenever there is a problem, MTN until say this cable operators, I am main one other way, no so it's a chain. So as a country, when else we make sure say we make the provisions. Yet here internet outage in your mind, Chrome had internet connectivity. Net saying this. Your friend saying network operators, quite better now buying air shop more kittens on bit me. I provide the internet am I as we speak. Internet an article. What if when your message on your phone say data now we I spy. So just a regulatory mechanism, nothing is in place. I making sure say I buy no and making sure say services are rendered to people, sabi ebubaya papa. Always and always, it is about politics. And you heard the whole vice president. Now I call launch app. Na Ghana for the nature and digitalization. Yes, mobile money interoperability. When it's a platform that is existing in Africa, some of the countries already are hooking on. So when you have the infrastructure, that is when you are able to hook on to all these things. Sabia provide the services and so forth. But and click it to us. Say time will come such a situation will emerge, and that is the need for us to build the backbone. Senka digitalization, of course, you know, and your backbone, and anka we see. You know, say there is a satellite connection. Afena. You best switch on to as we deal with the challenge and as for me problem I'm when this reactionary approach. Look at the media landscape. Internet outage in the buy and look at the reaction of even some people as if say such a thing will ever happen. But it's possible because internet but you always bridge yourself against some of these things by building an alternative. So if we sit in the studios today and ask ourselves, Sabaya situation abase no yebetimi na even asinu kran hye ben na aban de agu ho making sure say data kakra na aba no sabi nipa betimi use because I ka ya covered by no some of the major platforms like Netflix your friend is saying YouTube up to now omo bandwidth na so for omo reduce to the stand say so internet no low still we are able to access those platforms. There are still government platforms with this network you cannot even access. So how are we making sure say the bandwidth will be here to go into that platform no you reduce sabaya Ghana and betimi akot say it's very difficult to even go to YouTube and follow your friends on Facebook to do streaming and other platforms because the bandwidth are still high and network they I don't know answer them fact. So these are measures as a minister way things will come on stream you do amount for any because everything in Ghana is in danger, especially the financial sector banks and for 1 year careful by this time our internet will form a hundred fraud activities high amount for will delve into amount for account one way when na usika 7 as for because the network down the various firewall now you built in terms of security to protect accounts and as for now. If you are not fortunate, some of them will go down, and they go down or you give access, unfettered access to criminals who are in this cyber security space. And apart from say a cripple business and as for now. So I think that we need to move beyond politics. Now you're making sure say we are investing significantly in digitalization. Lay infrastructure no hasabi. Ghana will not have to rely. That is why I find it a joke when we come and sit in the studios and say, we are a sovereign nation, independent country, whatever. Today, I'm almost supply internet, because of ABCD, I'm almost internet. We are doomed. There is absolutely nothing. Because it will interest you to know, the whole of this Africa has a bizarre. We've not been able to even create certain interconnectivity among ourselves. So on our own, you better rely on the setting and answer project a particular satellite. I know and serve yen into a west na so for no air. Say bus here and say internet connectivity na katia. You can't do anything global space in your cattle out, but my cattle say medicine na so for every single area piano. You need internet access and internet connectivity to be able to remain significant. And the medical research is for hospital. Because I say a course impact be na enya or so commerce ne other areas ne nyina about cripple the economy and where space ya yomia. Already Ghana's economy is in distress. I kwanya ya first year struggle and ade we ba be kan ho a. Yes 1 week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or no. Ebe kwa we no. Now you see, say never be brasai, but we are government, we are serious. You some of these things, you know, we build the buffers, you know, before and some situation. But and I'm saying reactionary people, you know, yet and I didn't see we are. Then everybody on the media space, the government, and as for we are just running around. So we have circular air around there. Government has no absolute control over what is happening. That is why NCA as for issue statement. The statement they are issuing is based on cable providers, you know, the kind of exactly. Even MTN cannot even provide us any reliable information because they are not working on the cables. Because Monsono, Ebedru Port Hana, they connect and they provide us services. So services in us uncle for no a provider my no and a challenge in the war. Government cannot do anything. But there was a situation I also yet me yes such investment. Maybe your friends at satellite in us because Elon Musk a launch in the star we are about Chroma say Oko Nigeria a deliver internet mobile and challenge by some of them will rely on. Now because minister wanted to protect a particular interest in, you know, you monopolize it at the amount your friends network in the say we will not allow other your friends market operators to come because a bar competition in as a forum scarce omunya but we in the power of Ghana for one. You always be thinking about the alternative, no making sure say provisions are available. But I never yet services are more provided my and yet some of these network now you say Vodafone Telesa better take over. Ask yourself, say the kind of improvement ben and on the bus or the eba can ama akodru level asabi amount for who's more competitive. Some of the network also switch to would mean financial with data nasa and I make a 3 days ago me to one of the data no be mean financial na no me one sending me message say spy exactly. So you have a communication minister, an arrogant woman who goes around throwing jabs and then as a forum. This is a space for her to sit down, reason as a human being. Now I'm projecting to the future. I said Dabi there is the need for us to learn. Digitalisation, Dr. Baumia, the number of the bottom was for Henry say it is about the digital infrastructure because I don't know about me leverage to provide the services. It's not about just lip services here, not digitalization, internet, every single thing be useless. So what is the kind of digitalization I will come and providers no shut it down on cable so internet no hefa so what me build the buffer an alternative I bet me switch it on bet me reliable because countries like Russia and as for why they tell people they are independent. They say when it comes to some of these internet infrastructure and so forth, they have their own. America and the other way you cannot interfere because I told the idea I know they know obet me rely on no kwankasa in space or alternative obet me but these countries, you know, apart from here build the fiber, they have other alternatives. Even in America, some of them are still using those copper wire connections. And as for say I told the idea, it becomes an alternative. I'm for about 3 alternatives. By any day, government is doing absolutely nothing to ensure say at least my internet connectivity is saying if you regional capitals in Ifluma go around Accra, I know who data be as a Ghana statistical service say internet penetration in Ghana is around 60-something%. Me say you are jokers. What one more kind of internet connectivity will chroma 60%. Even pass of Accra Hayan Kasaka, baby, I met some of the network in Ukraine. You are and you are baby, I'm not fancy. Say, will be from here to make a you have done a wrong number. Yes. Internet we free man. Even mobile network man challenge. And I try and digitalization people need a reliable and high speed internet to be able to do whatever that they want to do because people are living in Ghana, they are working in America, people are working around the globe. It doesn't matter your location because you have safe internet. And I'll have a for aircraft 5G and as for at least you're making sure say render service at a certain level, but I don't be a na abaya politics and a yanam na ni. Yes.
Medical Mechia Zoom for Villaggio, Elsum, Michia Homeboy, Chow, Mr. Sante, or Cabinet, very strong supporters for the movement for change. You see,
movement for change.
Movement for change, yes. You be one come next week.
I never vanto.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Come on next week.
That's all me and maybe a class private.
Standard. I'm saying from next week. You be doing come on. Yes. Yes. You see, straight to the issue.
Okay.
Internet issue, it's not surprising. So, we team communication for a very long time on the same platform. I can say, before you can digitalize, no, I say one kasa own platform.
Yeah.
because also your telecommunications systems is in the hands of private companies. And as a private companies, and yet locally owned companies, they are foreign companies. It's Makase. If we build the entire economy on a foreign platform, the day Omu shutting down operations, what happens to the economy of Ghana? And if you want to know how clueless leaders have been since the beginning of the so-called Fourth Republic, Titi, there has not been anyone who has done anything concerning owning any space of our economy. Not thinking about how we can own it ourselves. In Sicily, whole Ghana does not have a telecoms company. You need airline, you need shipping company, and we had all these things before. In Sicily, you ask, what does Ghana actually own? Then I always say, what do we own? There's nothing. And you see, that's the level of cluelessness these people have. But social advanced economies, two most important things are let me make even three. Ensure electricity and energy. Energy would include your petrol, diesel, Nissan. These three things can actually bring down an entire country. So you see, because of technology, the telecommunications and internet to have account, because almost all economies right now, advanced economies, are running on the internet. And today it is ensure energy, electricity, and your telecommunications and internet. These are very four sensitive regions. In social and economy like America, doomsday. So many doomsday now a periodic shutdown for maintenance, and I say fault be about baby. But America has invested heavily in nuclear power. And no, it doesn't go off, it is perpetual. Yes. But apart from investing in nuclear energy, they make sure say it is a high security priority. And just say you'll be surprised say you find American soldiers guarding those security installations 24/7. Because someone said the very day those things go offline, the entire America becomes exposed.
Then you call guard a hospital come room and would a chamwashia.
Titi, me say national security, sensitive national security installations. Ghana had the butcher scale. It will be doom light to say, table tennis. No, and these are very. But also in Ghana we joke with those things, and yeah, security priority. Yes, it to me 2 pipe 2 weeks. Almost a month now, there's no water. But in certain jurisdictions, say light off with water for just 30 minutes. It's a very serious national issue. Yes, but in Ghana, you find yourself a normal thing because you're doing light and net. Like what does it mean? Yes. An arm of government in parliament or chamber where it's say your government system has 3 arms. Parliament is an arm of government. Parliament chamber light off. People get stuck in the elevator. And I said this last week, sir. In every elevator, your security measures be the automatic response device. We fix all those things to lift. And to say your man light off in poor, you can't get stuck in the elevator. And they will be called next level or the next step. Yes. But this shows the cluelessness of the nation. But I want to give a certain backdrop. Internet connectivity as and new thing. For a very long time, now it was very expensive to make calls even in Ghana. The whole Africa, but particularly in Ghana. And see, the reason for this is sometimes in Africa, you need your own telecommunications network. You need satellite in Sanya Mano. And see, so over call from Ghana to Nigeria and Poa. And says I call US on satellite and so. Now I rerouted the call to Nigeria. And it became very expensive. And see, in 1994, 45 African nations almost back together, almost for network be a firm RASCOM. It was a regional satellite communications network. 45 African nations back together, say Africa, satellite for our calls and all those things. Yes. Sika na to buy the satellite to own it. Now $400 million. But before then, every year you spend about $500 million for calls and internet. That was Africa. Yetuyama US for more satellite. That was Intelsat. And see, in 2007, Gaddafi, that was former president of Libya, called AU meeting, and Gaddafi said, because the cost